the silent veil. They just wanted a break from the world. 5 longtime friends, Marcus, Elena, Troy, Jasmine, and Ben, set out for a weekend camping trip in the remote woodlands of Oregon. The forest was thick, wild, and untouched. Marcus had found the spot online, something about it being a forgotten trail once used by native tribes but long since abandoned. It was the kind of isolation they craved. On their second day, they hiked deeper into the forest, veering off the marked path despite Elena's hesitation. "We should stick to the trail," she warned, eyes darting between the trees. But they laughed it off. The deeper they went, the quieter the woods became. No birdsong, no rustling, just silence. That's when they found the shimmer. It was like heat rising off pavement, only hanging in midair, a soft, almost imperceptible ripple in the space between 2 leaning oaks. Curiosity trumped caution. One by one, they stepped through. Everything changed. The light dimmed. The air grew heavy. The colors muted. It was still the forest, but wrong. The trees were taller, darker, warped in shape. And the silence, it was suffocating. "Weird lighting effect," Troy joked, snapping a selfie. The smile on his face didn't match the tremble in his hand. They pressed on, trying to make sense of it, but their compass spun in slow circles, and the GPS on Ben's phone wouldn't lock on. The deeper they walked, the more their nerves frayed. Then Jasmine screamed. They turned to find her thrashing against nothing, her body being yanked backward by an invisible force. Her screams cut short mid-breath, replaced by the crunch of bones and the wet sound of tearing flesh. Blood sprayed across the moss-covered ground. There was nothing there. They ran. Marcus grabbed Elena's hand and pulled her forward. Ben and Troy sprinted ahead. They didn't know where they were going, only that they needed to get out. Ben tripped, and before anyone could reach him, his body lifted into the air, spinning violently. His head twisted the wrong way before he was slammed against a tree with such force it cracked like thunder. His body vanished in a blink, leaving only blood. Troy yelled, swinging a branch wildly into empty air. It connected with something invisible but solid. A sharp hiss echoed, followed by a sudden gust of wind. "Go!" Marcus shouted. The trio barreled through the forest. Elena sobbed as they ran. "This isn't real! This isn't real!" They stumbled across a clearing. At the center, another shimmer, the same kind of ripple they saw before. "A portal!" Troy shouted. "It's the way out!" Marcus and Elena nodded. They ran. Troy went first, sprinting full speed. He dove through the shimmer and vanished. Marcus turned to Elena. "Your turn, go!" She hesitated. "What if it's worse?" "It can't be." She nodded, stepped forward, and froze. Something gripped her legs. She screamed, clawing at Marcus as her body was pulled backward, away from the portal. Marcus grabbed her hands, but whatever had her was stronger. Her skin tore beneath his grip. "Don't let go," she cried. "I won't," he screamed. But he did. He had to. The thing yanked her into the trees. Her screams echoed a moment longer, and then nothing. Now alone, Marcus stood, shaking, blood on his hands. The shimmer waited in front of him. His breath came in ragged gasps. He looked around. Nothing. He ran. He hit the shimmer. He emerged back into the real forest. The light was different. Birds chirped. The normal world greeted him like a dream. He dropped to his knees, sobbing, laughing. He made it. He survived. He pulled out his phone. Service was back. As he raised it to call for help, he noticed something odd. His shadow. There were 2 shadows. One was his. The other was taller, leaner, wrong. Before he could scream, The invisible thing's jaw unhinged wide behind him, far too wide, and bit. His scream was swallowed whole, and the forest was silent again.